नहीं 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 ये होना आज ईमेल की थी मैं और
Hello.
Hello?
Hi, Lise. How are you?
Good?
That's great. How has the morning been so far?
Good.
That's nice. So, what were you doing before joining the session?
Homework?
Homework. Okay. So, Lise, are you ready for the session?
Yeah.
Am I speaking properly to you?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, now let's take a look on what we are going to do today. And can you see the questions?
Yeah.
Okay, so we will start from section C, okay?
Okay.
Please read question number 3.
Okay. Question number 3 says 6 pairs of socks cost £8.37. Find to the nearest penny the cost of 1 pair of socks.
Yes, so what do you understand by reading the question?
That we know that 6 pairs of socks cost £8.37, and we need to find the cost of 1, and I think we'll divide it by 6, and then the remainder we'll have. If it's like over 5 or 5, then we'll round it up, and if it's below 5, then we can round it down and we'll get our answer.
Exactly, that was a good explanation. So please go ahead and try to check your answer here.
Okay. So, 8, 3, 7, 5, 6.
Do you have a piece of paper along with you?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
Okay. So my new answer is £1 and 39 pence.
And can you please explain the working of this question to me? How did you solve this?
Okay, I solved it by first converting £8.37 into all pence, and it was 837, and then dividing it by 6.
Okay,
And
what answer did you
I
get?
got 139, and the remainder was 3.
Okay, so its remainder is 3. How can we solve that? If we're talking about
Mm.
money here, how we will write the remainder?
As to round it up or down.
Okay, if it's remainder 3, how we can do that? Think about it, it's money.
Mm,
Let me show you some working here. You said it's 8.37. Am I right?
Yeah.
And Alize, we are dividing it by 6. Now 6 goes into 8 how many times?
6 goes into 8 one time.
1 with remainder.
2.
Wonderful. We will exchange the 2 and add the decimal here. 6 goes into 23 how many times?
It goes 3 times.
Okay. Would there be any remainder?
Yeah.
How much?
5.
Yes, it's 5. Now what's the next step?
To find where it divides by 57.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 goes into 57. Well, there is a remainder, but the closest number is 54.
Wonderful, which is 6 times 9. Now here we have a remainder.
Yeah.
3 as the remainder, isn't it?
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
this case, Alize, we can add up a 0 here. If it's 8.37 and if we write 8.370, they both are the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly. Now you tell me 6 goes into 30 how many times?
5.
5. No. So the answer is 1.395. So how will you round it to the nearest penny?
Round it up. So 1. Is this the answer?
Exactly, this is the answer. I'm proud that you tried it again with me. Well done. So what do you understand about it now?
That when you divide it, the remainder you can add a 0 if there's another remainder at the last number and see if it's divisible by the number, and it was. So it was 5, so it was 1.395, and if you round it, you'll round it up and it'll be 1.40.
Well done, Alice. That was again a good explanation. Now please read question number 4.
Okay, question number 4 says there are 4.545 mil of shampoo in a plastic container. The shampoo lasts for 9 weeks. How many millimeters are used on average per week?
Okay, so what do you understand by it?
What I understand by it is that we need to find how many millimeters were used on average per week, and we know that it lasts for 9 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to find the amount used each week.
Yes, so how will we solve this question?
We'll solve this question by first so convert it into milliliters, which would be
Mm-hmm.
and then it's 9 weeks. So we're looking for 1 week. So each week Wait, the pen went off. There. 5. And since it's 1,000, I think it would be 500. And 5, because if you try 55, you would have to carry 4 and you would get 495. So this is for it. So I think instead of this, it's
Mhm.
505 milliliters.
Well done. So how did you end up with 353 milliliters?
When it said how many milliliters I use average per week, I thought I would also have to include like 7 days. So then I got mixed up and ended up with 353. But since it says per week, so it's 1 week, so you only divide it by the week. So it was 505 mil is the correct answer.
Well done. Good work here. Now, please read question number 5. We are not going to solve it, but that information is required for question number 6.
Okay. So let's work this out. Okay. It says there was 87p change from £3 after buying a multi-pack. Find the cost of each bottle. So we already know that the amount in, we know the amount in the one multi-pack. Just the amount of money you would have to pay, and it would be 13 pence. But okay, now I know. So and if we need the information for this question, we would find the total amount in this multi-pack. So the total amount in one multi-pack is 2. Then 20 plus 20 is 20, which would be 60. There. So now 1, 2, 3, 24.06.
Okay. How did you get that 24060?
By adding them?
Okay, let's try to do this question together. We are given with the change that we will get if we buy this multi-pack of 3 bottles, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how much is the cost of each bottle?
The cost of each bottle is 71p. I wrote that there.
Mm-hmm.
And the cost of the whole multi-pack is £2.13.
Yes, you are right. And how do we find volume?
Multiply side cube, but this is liter volume, so not a shape. But
Mm-hmm.
would it be when you're finding in liters, maybe just
Okay, before changing into liters, if I'm talking about the volume of one multi-pack, Alife, how will we find that?
we would find that by adding all the amount of bottles up.
Exactly.
then,
So
yeah,
yes, so we will add 820 thrice, right?
yeah.
820. Okay, can you please tell me what's the sum of that?
Okay. 2,460.
Exactly. It's 2,460, Lise. Here it's not 240 and 60, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
I
So
tried to add it in my head before and I did it too big.
it's okay. So it can be 800, 800, 800, which will give you 2,400. Then 20, 20, 20, which is 60. So it's 2,460. Well done. Please change this into liters.
Okay, that would be 2.46.
Very good. And now we know the volume of one multi-pack. How will we find the volume of 8 multi-packs?
Multiplied by 8.
Exactly. We will multiply it by 8. So you have 30 seconds. Please use the space and show your working here. Great.
Okay, on the black part. Okay, I'll do that. I'll just rub it here and do it there. Okay, here.
Why do we need to add 0 here if we are multiplying? It's 2.46, right?
Yeah, I just did it in the liters form just in case.
Okay. Okay.
And now double check. Okay, so 8, 4, 3, 6, 3, 16 plus 3 equals 19. 1, 2, 3, decimal point. 19.68, not 84.
Well done. Alize, I'm proud that you completed the questions independently. Well done. But you told me we are here writing in liters form, right?
Yeah.
It will be 19.680 and 2.460, like you wrote here. Okay? We will add
Okay.
the 0 as well. Okay, are we ready for the next question, Alize?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So what mistake do you see in question number 8? We did this question yesterday, I remember.
Yeah. I would just, there we go. Fixed.
Exactly. So why it should have been 3 at the top, not 2?
Yeah.
Why 3, not 2?
Because you're finding the volume, and when you're finding the volume of the shape, it's side cubed, so you would have cubed at the end.
Exactly. Great work. Now, why did you skip this question? Question B. We did that yesterday, Alize.
What if I said that I forgot?
It's okay. So, how will we do this question?
4 hours. Oh, not okay. I remember now. I actually remember. So I remembered how we did it now,
Mhm.
and it was to divide 12 and 4. So what's that right now? So that's
Mhm.
3. Okay. If you divide it 3 into 12, you're going to get 78. So is this the answer?
Well done, Alita. That was pretty quick and impressive.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now let's see what's next do we have. Okay, now we will move to section B. How are we going to do question number 9?
Question number 9. I do know Roman numerals. I know how to do them, but I don't know how to write them in like that big year form, because usually when I have to write it in Roman numerals, it's a smaller number, and I was confused how I would get it like 1916 the year, so that's why I didn't do it, because I was confused how to get that number.
Okay. Okay. So you have 30 seconds to solve the question, Lise. Give it a shot.
Okay. So and then maybe it could be, I could say C, then M again, and then I could say X, V, I. Is that the answer?
Exactly. Wonderful. That was so quick, Elise. Why did you skip that then? Okay. Well done, Elise.
I just came into my mind that I could make 900 if I put C before the M.
Exactly. Great try here. Now please tell me something about question number 10.
Okay, question number 10. We need to find the difference in hundredths between 100 multiplied by 0.060 and 100 multiplied by 0.017. And you don't even have to do any column method, because you can just do 1, 2 and add the decimal point to make 1.7, and then 1, 2 and add the decimal point here. So you have 1.6 and 1.7, and we need to find the difference. How many hundredths? Well, there is no hundredths in the question. But if I had 0, then a 0 could make 100. So I'm going to change this answer to 0.
Okay, let me help you here. We know that it's 1.70 and 1.60, right?
Yeah.
For example, Elise, if I have an amount, I say, just for example, 170, 160, right? Or
Yeah.
let's say 250 and I have 350. Now I'm asking, find the difference in tens. Is there any difference in tens?
Well, not really. The tens are the same.
Yes, but I say find the difference in tens. There is still a difference between this number. How much is the difference?
I think I know. I know. If you say 10 and multiply 10 by 10, you can get 100. So in the 10 times tables, there is a difference. So could it be actually there's a 10 difference of 10? Does
Yes.
that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
So here the difference is of 10 tens, right? In the same way,
Yeah.
Alice, if it's 1.6, or 1.6 if you say that, or 1.70, there's a difference of 1/10, right?
Yeah.
1/10 means how many hundreds?
1/10 means 100 hundreds.
10 hundreds, Elise.
Yeah, 10.
Yes, are you clear about it?
Yeah.
That's great. So how did we solve this question? Tell me.
We solved it by first multiplying 100 by both of them quickly, and we got 1.70, 1.60, whatever way, 1.6 or 1.7, and we found the difference in hundreds by first we found, let's say we know we're finding it in hundreds, so 10 hundredths would give you the actual difference of the 100. So that's why it would be 10 hundredths as the answer.
Great, that was a good explanation. So what do you see in front of you, first of all?
I see a lot of questions.
The same image, right?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, now it's time for question number 11. Tell me something about that.
Okay. Question number 11. It's 43 divided by that. I wasn't sure how to convert the mixed number into a decimal, so I just gave it my best guess. So that's why I didn't know how to convert it into a decimal.
Okay, let me help you with it. That's the most easy part, the easiest part here. We know that as a mixed number is 8 and 3/5, right?
Yeah.
We have 8 wholes, and the fraction part, which will be shown as a decimal, is 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, now you tell me, how do we write 3/5 as a decimal number?
3/5. You write 3/5 as a decimal number as 0.6.
So 8.6 is the answer.
Oh.
Tell me, how did we solve the question?
We found out what 3/5 were, which was 0.6, and then added it on to the 8, which is 8.6. I'm going to write that down.
Yes.
Okay.
Good work here,
so
Elise.
This equals 3/5 equals 0.6, which equals 0.6.
Yes. So,
There, I
Elise,
wrote it down.
great. Okay, now we are going to quickly complete these questions. Okay, how about question number 7 of section A?
Question number 7 is section 8.
Section A, question number 7. This
So section A, let's see. So 9.8 divided by 4. I tried this question and I saw if 98 was divisible by 4 and then add the decimal, so it wasn't. And I tried, even though I did this test before, and I couldn't get the answer.
Oh, we check it again. Try to divide 98 by 4.
Okay. Like, it is divisible, but like, okay. If you just say inside of the 4 times tables, then It is divisible, but not that kind of divisible.
It is divisible. So what is the answer?
2 point 242.
Pardon me.
2.42.
Just a minute. It was 9.8, Lise. Oops. Right? Divides by
Yeah.
4. Now you got 2.4, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the remainder?
2.
Remainder is 2. Remember, if it's 9.8, we can add a 0 at the end.
Yes.
It's 2 now. 4 goes into 20 how many times?
5 times.
So it's 2.45,
1 5.
Elise, eh?
4 5. Yeah.
Exactly. So if you're dividing a number, see, if we say 2.54 and if I say 2.40 and if I say 2.400, would that make any difference at all?
No. Well,
Exactly.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yes or no?
Well, if you just write a number and this is your answer, it doesn't really make a difference because if you cross the zeros out, then you'll get 2.4. So I guess no.
Exactly. So if it's 9.8, which is not completely divisible, you can add a 0 there. It will be 9.80, which will give you the complete answer, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's all we need. That's how we need to solve it. Are you clear about it now?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now please move to question number 4.
Okay. Question number 4 is 20 over 24 divided by 25. Okay, now this side, this would equal this.
Good going.
Okay. So I'm just checking on paper that I'm gonna write here.
Okay. Okay, may I know why are you dividing these two multiplying these two numbers?
To get a common denominator.
And why do we need that?
Because 24 and 25 are common.
Alice, let's make it easier. Let's make it much easier. Give me a moment. It's 20 over 24 divided by 25, right?
Oh yeah. Wait, 20 over 24 is able to simplify.
Yes, it's able to be simplified. Also, if we are multiplying, we need not to find the common denominator, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just multiplying it normally now to get the answer because you don't really need to do like this a diagonal thing. You only need to do that when you're adding and subtracting, but since it's multiplying, you just multiply these two numbers, you multiply these two numbers, and if you can simplify, then you simplify, and then you get to the answer.
Exactly. That's it. It can be, we can simplify it in any way. So this can be, 5 and this can be 6, isn't it?
Yeah,
This can be 1 and this can be 5. So the answer is 1 over 30. Isn't it, Elise?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So how did we
So
solve it?
close. We solved it by simplifying 20 over 24 multiplied by 1 over 25, 1 at the top, and then 6 multiplied by 5 is 30, and then 1 over 30, which is really, really easy. Yeah.
Great work, Elise. I'm happy you focused here. Now it's
Mm.
time for question number 3.
It has a tick on it. I guess that was an accident or something.
Okay, please try question number 1 then.
Yeah. 120, well, 1 times 20 multiplied by 3.5. Okay. So how I think we would do this is, since it's 3.5, if we could make this into pounds, it could be this much there, and now maybe like this, and then we could have 1.20 and make it easy to multiply, which I'm going to do right now. So this by this should equal, actually, I don't have to add the 0. I can do this.
Exactly. You need not to add the 0.
Yeah, I was going to add 0, and then I thought there's no need for the 0. So, then here's my pencil. So 2 by 5 carries this 6.6302. Okay, so in total, if you just say 12 multiplied by 35, you'd get 420. So would it be like this?
Exactly. It would be like this. So you missed the decimal point. You did not add the 0 as well. Okay. So Elise, we are done with this test paper. I hope if you try these questions again, you are going to get each and every question right.
Yeah.
Shall I think so? Shall I believe so?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now please try question number 3.
Okay. It says write 7 over 20 as a decimal number. Okay, is the answer is this the answer?
That was very quick. How did you get that?
7 over 20 is 100. So 20, since it's divisible, 20 and 100, it goes 5, and then 5 multiplied by 7 is 35. So then add the 0 on the decimal point. It's 0.35.
Yes, that's right. That was a good explanation. Well done, Alize. Now we are going to try question number 7.
Okay. Question number 7. Work out 6.48 divided by 0.6, writing your answer as a decimal number. Okay. I'm going to try again, and this time I think I'm going to get it right.
Mhm.
So, instead of doing this, I'll do this. So, 1 and 8. Okay, so if you just take 6 divided by 648 divided by 6, you get 108. And now, of course, we'd convert this into a decimal. That would actually work. So it's definitely not this then. So it's probably let's think. Decimal point. This one's not right. So then
Do you need any help here?
yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to tell you a little concept here, okay? Try to pay attention. So let's say, as you told me,
Yeah.
okay, let's try a few examples here. So it's 100. We know this that 500 divides by 10 is
50.
yes. So now pay attention. I'm going to make, let me write this. This is little tricky, okay? I'm going to make the first number smaller, the dividend.
Okay.
Now what is 50 divides by 10?
5.
5. So pay attention here. When I made my first number smaller by 10 times, my answer got smaller by how many times?
10 times as
Yes.
well.
Yes, so if I'll change it to 5 divides by 10, it will be 0.5. So which means, Elise, whatever change you will make to this number, it's not about adding to addition, subtraction. It's about making it 10 times bigger or smaller, making it bigger or smaller in any way. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So now whatever change I'm making in my first number, the same change is being happened to my answer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now if I am changing my second number, now it's 500 divides by 1. What will be the answer?
500 divided by 1, 500.
Yes. So what change did you notice? If I changed my divisor, what happened? Divisor is a number by which we are dividing. Here it was 10 in the beginning.
Yeah. It got bigger by 10 times.
Exactly. So let's say earlier you had 500 pounds. You decided to distribute in 10 parts. It was 50 each, isn't it? Now
Yeah.
you have the same amount. You have decided that you will split it into only one part. That means it's 500 altogether. So the crux here is whatever change you will make to this one, the same will happen to this one. Okay. Whatever change you will make to the divisor, the opposite change will happen to the answer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's move back to the question. We know that, as you told me,
648 divided by 6 equals 108.
Yes, so I'm going to draw the division sign here. We know
Yeah.
this fact, right, Elise? Now
And
we
so
will,
all of the numbers and weird keys on the keyboard, they don't have any mathematical signs.
yes, same here. I don't have the one with the numpad, so I have to type it. I just changed my laptop. Okay, so here, let's make the change one by one. I'll change the first number. It's 6.48 now.
Yeah.
How much will be the change?
It would be by, so that's going like 100 times divided backwards. So would it be, since this was 648 and then it goes 1, 2, so then it would be the same here. So then it would be 1.08.
Wonderful, that is right. Now we know that 6.48 divides by 6 is 1.08. Now I'm changing it to 6.48 divides by 0.6. Now what should be the answer? Now take a look on this one to work the answer for this one. We made this 10 times smaller. What change will you see in your answer?
More, so like smaller. So if you take it one more, it's going to
Elise,
be,
when I made this number smaller, my answer became bigger. Remember, change in dividend, same change in the answer. Change in divisor, opposite change in the answer.
yeah, so then the opposite would be to go up in another 10. So
Yes. That is the answer. So we did it for the first time. That is why it took you so much time. When you will practice few questions, Elise, you can do this by just looking at the numbers. Okay.
okay.
Yes. So tell me, what about this do you learn? Did you learn today?
I learned how to like divide when it has a decimal, like 6.48 divided by 0.6 was 500 divided by 10. How the divider kind of makes it opposite and other numbers makes it like this like more bigger and some makes it smaller. So that's what I learned.
Exactly. So basic thing you need to remember that change in the dividend will have the
Yeah.
same impact on the answer. Change in the divisor will have the opposite change here. Okay.
Okay, I want to write that down because sometimes I forget. So in the same in the answer and then change in divider is opposite. Okay, I wrote it down.
Great. So in this question, we could see that it was 648 and 6, which we changed to 6.48 and 0.6, right?
Yeah.
Here, This change, Elise, will make my answer 100 times bigger. This change will make my answer 100 times. Okay, it's
Smaller.
opposite. Okay, let's not confuse more. If you understand this thing, that is perfectly fine. Make sure you are trying some questions like this. Okay.
Okay. And
Yes.
sorry for the background noise. There is vacuuming going on.
Oh, sorry.
I said sorry for the background noise. There's a vacuum on.
It's okay. No worries. No problem. I barely could hear anything. Okay. For example, I just want you to practice some questions like this. Take any number fact. For example, it's just random, say 325 times 2 is 650. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, just I want you, Alicia, to experiment with any number fact. You can change it to 3.25 multiply by 20. Okay, you can do
Or,
3.5 multiply by 0.2. Okay,
mhm.
yes,
Or um
2.
3.35 multiplied by 0.2.
Exactly. So there can be different ways. Just pick any number fact. Okay,
Okay.
use that number fact to make more number facts. This is how you can practice and understand it better.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we'll see the next number. This one, question number 9 for me.
Okay. Question number 9. Wait 1 second. Zoom on top. Here. There you go. Zoom on top. But anyways, then so it says one of the angles in a triangle is 40 degrees. One of the remaining two angles is 3 times larger than the other angle. What is the largest angle in the triangle?
Yes, so how are we going to solve this one?
So first, one of the remaining two angles. So one of these, we have X and Y. So either X and Y, one of these is 3 times larger than the other angle. What is the largest angle in the triangle? So we have 40 degrees and we have X and Y. And all angles in a triangle equals.
Just a minute, just a minute. I am a little confused here. We know that in a triangle there are 3 angles. One is 40 degrees. Out of the remaining 2 angles, one of the remaining is 3 times larger than the other angle. What does this mean to you?
It means that one of the remaining angles is, so like we could say as an example, like this is not it. Let's just say that this is 1 and this is 1. Then when it would, to me, 3 times larger, one of them, so we have 2 mystery signs and one of them is 3 times larger. So let's say we found, it was a different question and we found the answers 40 and 120. So multiplied by 3 would give you that. So I think by 3
Exactly.
times larger, it means like multiplied by 3.
Exactly. But do we know that one, which is 3 times larger than the other angle? Do we know the other angle? Let's say I don't know here what my 120 is, right? Neither do I know
Yeah.
about 40, right?
Yeah.
So how will we solve this question, Alize?
I think we would say, so a number that would be under 2 is like kind of you'd get it. And let's say you found the larger angle, to find the smaller one, you would divide it by 3, and then you would get 2 angles. But when we solve the question, we need to remember that all of these will have to equal to 180 degrees.
Yes. And what will be the equation that we will use to find the missing angles?
I think it would be, wait, let me first erase this. There, okay. I think it would be first, so x multiplied. Wait, now this will look a bit.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll
weird.
understand.
Yeah, I was just going to do y first. So y multiplied by 3 equals x. Then, so this is to find the largest angle. So
Lizzie, let me help you with. Okay, let's say if I say that Lizzie earns 10 pounds more than Harry, how we will write it? Lizzie earns 10 pounds more than Harry.
would write it as 10.
It will be Harry's money plus 10 pounds, right?
Yeah.
Harry's money plus 10. But here I don't know how much is Harry's salary or money, right? So what we will say is, let it be any letter, y plus 10 will give you what? Lisa's salary. Exactly. Now, what if I say a Lisa's salary plus Harry's salary is 50 pounds? Or say 30 pounds, sorry.
Okay.
Here,
Then we could say that 30 minus 10 would equal the amount of y. Yeah.
Exactly. So here y is
20,
what?
20
Y
pounds?
is Harry's salary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. So what we actually do is, so the example was random and the answers were just random. We are not going to calculation of right or wrong. I'm just telling you one thing. If one information is based on another piece of information, which is also not given. So let one thing be a letter, let it be y, right? So here let the one angle be y and the other one is 3 times larger. 3 times larger means 3 times y.
3 times by
Listen,
y.
if I say 3, Lisa, if I say 3 times y, that is 3y, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so we know that one angle is y, another one is?
Another one is
3 times bigger, which means 3y. Okay?
Okay.
Now y plus 3y plus 40 will give me 180.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'll repeat again. Here, the information of one angle was based on the information of other angle, isn't it? So I assume that one angle is y, the other one is 3 times bigger than y.
1 second, I'm coming.
Okay.
Hi, Rishabh.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, not too bad. You okay?
Yes, I'm good.
Rishabh, we have to go now.
Mhm.
Because I have to collect Hamdan from the
Okay.
nursery. We've only got 10 minutes. So on this test, you guys are on question number 9 right now, right?
Exactly.
So you have to cover rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So on Tuesday class,
Okay.
can we just cover this one, and in the meantime I'll let her do, these are the test papers, these are the actual previous year's test papers.
Okay.
So she's got a couple of more test papers to go through. So tomorrow she's got mock test, and then Sunday as well. She's got quite long days. So on Monday, I'm going to let her attempt at least 2 more such tests, previous year's papers, and then I'll send you all the notes all together. If you can just please focus on the mistakes from these tests,
Sure, I will.
because apparently the questions don't change that much in the exam. So I'm just thinking if she can just become expert in these ones, then I'm hoping her maths marks are coming good in mock tests. To be honest, out of 25, she's getting about 18, 19, but it could be obviously better. She's still
Yes,
got
yes,
about
we'll
3.5
try.
weeks to go.
Yes.
Okay,
Sure.
so we're gonna go now, and I'll send you some more notes, and then next Tuesday, next class
Sure.
then.
Sure.
Okay, take care. Have a nice weekend, Visha.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, darling. Bye.